Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Uh, Welcome. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I guess I have. It hasn't been that long, but it feels it. I've been having a little vacation. It was nice. It was nice until this morning, and must have slept a whack attack last night because, ouch, my neck hurts really bad, and I can't bend it very well. So if I'm looking crazy, that's why. But also today, besides that neck thing, I have a book haul for you. Now this is the book haul. Well, it is a very big book haul. Very big. Also, it's a book haul of books I already own. You're saying, what the heck, Renee? What's going on? That's not a book haul. Well, it is. It is because none of these books were here in this house until about a week ago. Is the truth. These are all books that were at my childhood home. Now, normally when I go in between my current home and my childhood home, I fly in a plane. But this time, I drove. And when you drive, you can take so much more stuff. So finally, I was able to bring back almost all my books. A few I left behind. My complete Nancy Drew series are still there because I just didn't know where I was going to put those when I got here. That's 56 books, if you're wondering. And I just didn't have a place to put them. So they're staying there. They'll come eventually. But these are pretty much the rest of the books that I had still at my childhood home that I haven't been able to bring back over the various Christmases and visits over the past 8 years or so. It really takes a while to move books 5 at a time when you have a lot. But I thought it'd be fun just to rapid fire show them to you all. It's kind of a weird mix because these are the books that kind of like middle school Renee, some of them were books that my dad had in boxes under the stairs that I went through, snagged a few of those. Some of them are a few from my first year of university when I was bringing stuff back, thinking I'd probably go back, but then I ended up staying. So there's a little bit of that. There is some books that I've already read that I just left there, some that I'm not that interested in. So it's kind of a weird book haul. It's not, here's all these beautiful, exciting books that I'm very into. It's like here are the edges of my collection that I want here or that I know I will want at some point. But probably aren't the main star at the moment because they have been left behind for a long time. Whew. Anyway, I sort of have some categories, but we're just kind of going to go into it. And I'm going to show you. There's a lot. I also brought back a bunch more of my mom's china from when she got married. So now I'm much fancier. I'm just going to start grabbing. Okay. We have Ernest Hemingway, A Farewell to Arms. That was one of my dad's. Ooh, a couple more that were in my dad's pile. We have these two, Clavius the God and not Clavius, I'm a fool, Claudius. Claudius the God by Robert Graves. Couple novels. Ooh, The Inklings, Humphrey Carpenter. I didn't bring that one because I had read it already, but I'll probably read it again. Okay, this is The Outsiders by Robert Carson. Oh, I really don't have time to open every book, do I? What am I doing? Closing that. The Prince and the Pauper. I got this at a little roadside antique fair. And I read it immediately. It was absolutely delightful. Wow, I have very limited mobility, so I can't just reach down. I gotta do it with my whole body. This is one I found under my dad's stuff too. It's called A History of Private Life from Pagan Rome to Byzantium. That's so fascinating because history is almost always the big famous guys who are just doing the really impressive things. But that is a history of the regular guy the regular dude. This, let me do this in one big chunk. My Percy Jackson series. As you can see, it is well loved. It's been read by me, I think, a couple times, and by my sister. Thunder by Cooper. But a horse. So I keep grunting every time I bend over. That's not going to be good audio. Roald Dahl, Danny the Champion of the World. I was obsessed with Roald Dahl as a young child. My dad read me all of his books. Oh, Robinson Crusoe, Daniel Defoe, Gorge, C.S. Lewis, An Experiment in Criticism. I think I actually bought that again, actually. I think I have 2 copies of that. Jules Verne, Le Tour du Monde en 80 jours. I've read that in English, but I was like, why didn't I read it in French? Silly me. C.S. Lewis, Surprised by Joy. It's his little kind of auto-bio book. Hollow Tree by Janet Lunn. I've had this since I was a kid, and I thought the cover was boring, so I never read it. But I recently read a different one of her books, and it was magical. So glad I still have that. Canadian poetry from the beginning through the First World War. This was from university, first year, and I'm glad I still have it because I'm in my poetry era, I've decided. This year was the year of Russian literature. Maybe next year will be the year of poetry. We'll have to think about that. Oh, this book, Kangaroo Hunters, I only bought it because it is gorgeous. It's all embossed and old. I think it might be maybe 1858. I don't know if that's when this edition is from, but that's the only date I can find in here. Anyway, it seems very old, and it's probably someone colonizing Australia, but those stories are always wild. 47 by Walter Mosley. I remember liking this when I read it as a kid. The White Company by Arthur Conan Doyle. Inside the Third Reich. Memoirs by Albert Speer. I don't know. Some of these books, like, I got that either in middle school or high school. I don't know what possessed me sometimes to buy these books. I do that though. I brought the rest of my series of Unfortunate Event books. Here is 11, 12, 13. The rest are somewhere in a pile. You'll see them in a sec. We have 1 through 5. Oh no, we have 1 through 4 and number 10 already here. But I grabbed the rest. So that's 11, 12, 13. And like I said, there's a lot of piles of books around me. So they'll be here somewhere. This stack, also rapid fire. These were actually my sister's from university. And she said, I don't want these. I said, okay. And I took the ones I didn't have. There are a bunch of Shakespeare, a bunch of Oxford Shakespeare. And I have Othello and Coriolanus and Titus Andronicus, The Merry Wives of Windsor, Richard II, Julius Caesar, what is going on? And Henry IV Part 1. That completes the stack that's right in front of me. Let me get another stack. 1 second. Around the World in 80 Days, in English. Graham Greene, The Heart of the Matter. It's another one of my dad's novels that I found in the basement. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. The Four Loves by C.S. Lewis. Excellent. And Little Men by Louisa May Alcott. Delightful. Let me get the box. Let me get another box. Oh, we have The Great Gatsby. James Joyce, The Portrait of an Artist as a Young Man. This is also a novel from my dad's box under the stairs. But I have read this, but I think it was in an anthology, and I got rid of all my anthologies because they're hard to read and carry around. Graham Greene, Brighton Rock, also one of my dad's novels. Boy and Going Solo, Roald Dahl. The History of Rome by Michael Grant. I bought this in Italy when I was watching or looking at the Roman ruins in high school, and I was fascinated and I wanted to read more, and this was there. And I don't know if it's even a good history, but I was having a moment where I was very excited. But that was in grade 10. So almost 12 years ago. So it's been a while. Haven't gotten to it yet, but maybe one day. Wanderings in South America. This cute little volume. Hooked by Michelini Jr. and McKissick Bush. Wow, what a author combo. The Metamorphosis, Franz Kafka. Also from my dad's stack under the stairs. He just had boxes of books under there. My whole life. Didn't know about them. Didn't know about them. Escape from Reason, Francis A. Schaeffer. It's a very good one. John McPhee, La Place de la Concorde Suisse. French title, English book though. All about Switzerland and how it's neutral, but it's all about their defense system. It was actually interesting. Rousseau, The Confessions. My dad also had a lot of philosophy under there. Oh, this is a fun little volume. Sans expression à sauver by Bernard Pivot. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bunch of little French expressions. I should go through and read it. Maybe 2025 will also be the year of the French book. I always say I want to read more French, and then I don't. So, there's that. Okay, hold on. My neck needs a break. I'm back. All right. Doing hauls is so fun because it's like getting the books again. You know, it's like Christmas all over again. Harriet the Spy by Louise Fitzhugh. The name Fitz is kind of cute. Fitz? No? Satan in the Suburbs and Other Stories by Bertrand Russell. I remember reading this, but I don't remember what happened. But I just thought the title was really funny when I was in high school. Amusing Ourselves to Death by Neil Postman. The Best Things in Life, a contemporary Socrates looks at power, pleasure, truth, and the good life by Peter Kreeft. Inklings of Reality by Donald T. Williams. Whoa, okay, my stacks are getting big. I'll put that there. Oh, I love the cover on this one. The General in His Labyrinth by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I have read this one. Gorgeous. A Little Exercise for Young Theologians by Helmut Thielecki. This is about how not to be a douche canoe when you think you know stuff. The Trial and Death of Socrates by Plato. John Milton. Not the Divine Comedy. Paradise Lost. I really want to read this properly soon. A Lover's Quarrel with the Evangelical Church by Warren Cole Smith. Oh, a big boy. Christian Apologetics by Douglas Groothuis. So many of these I have not read and know nothing about. The Red Necklace by Sally Gardner. I remember loving this when I read it when I was 12, maybe. The Soul of Science, Christian Faith and Natural Philosophy, Piercy and Thaxton. Zorba the Greek by Nikos Kazantzakis. This was another one I found under the stairs in my house, and I mostly love the cover. Don't know anything about it. Roald Dahl Rhyme Stew. Delightful. Redeeming Love, Francine Rivers. Don't come at me, okay? And 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Okay, what's that box? Empty. And then we got The Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy. A Fully Who. And this might be the last one. That went by faster than expected. So I'm suspicious that I'm forgetting about a pile somewhere, but I'll look later. But this last one is Anne of Green Gables box set, which I've only ever read the first Anne. I read the first Anne twice, but I haven't read any of the others. So that will be a delightful project at some point. Now there are a lot of books in front of me, but let me make sure I'm not missing any. I did find a couple more. How could we forget the rest of the series of unfortunate events? Book 5, The Austere Academy. Book 6, The Ersatz Elevator. Book 7, The Vile Village. Book 8, The Hostile Hospital. And book 10, maybe it was book 11 I had. I don't know. Oh, it was book 9 I had here. That makes sense. The Slippery Slope. That's it. I don't know how many there are. Probably 50 or so. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them all. I might be able to put them all on my shelves. I might have to make some new piles. I mean, I really do need a new bookshelf in my bedroom, but we don't have one yet. So, piles it is. I am very excited to have pretty much my whole library in one spot, finally. It's been so long. I already cataloged all these while my mom was visiting for a week. She drove here with me. And we'd sit and watch TV or something, and I'd catalog my books. So they are ready to go on my shelf. And if you want to know what I mean by catalog them, I will link my video all about how I catalog my books below. And you can check that out because it was a lot of books to catalog. And they've just been in piles around my house, but now I've filmed them, I've cataloged them, I can put them away, or try to. All right, well that is all I wanted to show you for right now. That was it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope these books, I don't know what they say about me. They're snippets from a lot of different parts of my life, or just books that random people gave me that I haven't read yet, or books that I bought when I was 14. You know, there's a lot of variety. Choked on my spit. I am not going to link all of these in my bookshop storefront because I have other things to do. But I will link my storefront below. If there's some books in there from other videos, books that I have read are on there. Good books I have read are on there. So feel free to peruse that if you're looking for a book. And I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you read. I hope you go to the beach. And I'll see you soon. Bye.